Hi y'all, this is Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wingz, and this will be an extra video this week, so it's not a regular, but what this is going to be is my attempt at making tags for Luise Heinzl's 40,000 subscribers challenge. Get all of that out. And so I'm going to use the 2 pages she has. She has a video out on this. If you would like to join, you certainly can. Just go to her channel, check out, subscribe, check out all of the rules, and go for it. And these are the 2 papers. She gave them to us for free, and we're going to use these, or at least this is what she used, and this is what I'm going to use because I've been working on this all day. And Luise makes things look so easy. It's not as easy for me as it is for her. So she just is a pro. But I'm going to give it a whirl and we're going to do this. We're going to make 4 tags, and then those four tags will be entered into her challenge giveaway. So here we go. And I'm going to do my best. So the first thing you have to do is to decide which one of these papers you want to be on top. And this, I think, is my base paper because there's a little bit more lighter. There's more lighter colors in here. I like the colors here, the boldness here. So I'm going to make this our top page. So I'm going to set it aside for a minute. And we're going to use this. And let's see, I got everything out, I thought, except my ink. And let's see what other kind of ink I have here. And now I'm going to pull this out and it's going to fall all over me. And then we're going to have bad words and okay, I don't have any of the other things she has, so I'm going to use iced spruce distress oxide and frayed burlap distress oxide to put on here. This is the only stencil that I can find. I have a box full of stencils, and I have not seen them since I moved. And I'm sure they're somewhere in a very nice, safe place, but I don't know where it is. I have hunted. I have torn my room apart. I cannot find them. So this is the only one I have because I've purchased this one since I moved. There you go. Anyway, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go with what we got. So we're going to get a little dauber over here. If I can find one, we'll use this one. And we're going to stencil on our back sheet. Yes, this is our back sheet. So we're going to stencil on here. I'm going to use a little bit of this. This is the iced spruce. And let's see how this works. That looks nice. I'm going to turn it a little bit so it may have the appearance of being a different stencil. I just don't know where they are. I've driven myself nuts about it. Let's use some of this frayed burlap over here and get a little bit of it too. And I am using the same dauber, so I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. We'll put some here. Put a little bit over here, that's the frayed burlap. I mean, these are going to be the coolest tags you've ever seen. And I'm so excited about it, but it's much harder for me than I thought it was going to be when I was watching Luise. She just has such a ease and she just does things so well. So let's get a little bit more iced spruce and put over here on this side. I'm putting a little bit more on there than she did. But she had different cool stencils, and so I don't. But that I think will be good enough. So we'll put that aside. And we'll put these, I think that I will go ahead and put these back up here in the thing just to clear off a little space on my table. So we'll put this over here somewhere where I can't find it again when I need it. But there you go. Okay, so now we have some stenciling done on this part of our paper. And then we're going to do some stamping. And I found, while I was looking for my stencils, I found this really cool stamp that I'd forgotten I had, so I wanted to use it. So we're going to use this, if I can get it out of the bag. Oh, I already had cut it for the bag. So I thought this was just really cool. It's really different kinds of scripts and things, and I just thought it was really cool. So I'm going to use my Memento ink and ink this up a little bit. And I'm not going to stamp the whole stamp in one place. I inked it, and I'm going to stamp it here, and then I'll stamp it up here, and maybe a little bit more across here. Get a little more stamping, or a little more ink, and see what we come up with. We'll put this one up this way, and maybe this one down here. And I think that will be plenty. I think that will be plenty of stamping. It really does. I think I need a little bit up here at the top. I don't know how far the next part's going to be and all, but we'll put some up there, and if it covers it up, it covers it up. No big deal. So we'll put this up here, and we'll put this one over here, just to kind of cover up the white edges at the top. All right, so I'm going to put that on there and set this aside for a while, because who knows. Cover up my ink before I stick my hand in it. Put that over there out of the way. And now we have our next part. And this is the part that just ate my lunch. So I've taken a few shortcuts just because it was so difficult for me. So I'm going to set this aside for a little bit, let that ink dry really good, and I'm going to get our other paper. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use these die cuts. And they're all just various shapes. Now, Luisa used some that had words on them, but I don't have any dies. I've looked through my entire die stuff, and I don't have any that have words on them. So we're just going to have to make it work with what I got. So we're going to do some shapes. And so we're going to put these on here. And we're going to put this one like up here. And let's see, let's take this little rectangle one and put it over here. Now, we don't want it to be where the die cut comes out. We want holes in the paper. I know, it's a little confusing, but it is totally awesome and cool. It is so cool. And so, when we get finished, you'll understand and you'll see, and it's just so much better. It's just, I just haven't used my die cutting machine in a really long time, and I just had a frustrating day. So I'm going to do these. We're going to get through this. We're going to put this one over here. Now these are some of my smaller shape dies, tags, things like that I use with my little embosser thingy that I have, and it works great. And these are small enough that it makes some nice holes, but not such big horrible holes. So there we go. And showing you how I did this. And then, yes, you think I have them down here pretty good, but we're going to see. Put this one right here. We have an oval. Okay. So I have an oval right there, and then I have a little heart. I'm not a big fan of hearts, but I thought we needed a heart on here. Okay, so then we have our little setup here, and you put it in your little sandwich and run it through your little die cut machine. And I finally did, after about 5 tries, finally got one. So I am not going to do that to this one because I only have a couple of the sheets left. So I'm going to use the one that I've already cut. So we're going to do that. We're going to move these over there. And when you take it out of your die cut machine, this is what it's going to look like. They're all in the same place. They're really cool. And I just think they're awesome. I just really, really think they're cool. Now, I have a Stabilo pen. I think that's what it's called. That's not it. Let's see which one. Here it is. And I'm just going to put some edges around, not every one of these, just some. Put it up here, just kind of smear it around a little bit. I don't want it around all of them. We'll just put it right down here, just a little bit. I know I shouldn't use my finger, that's not really cool, but this is going to be for me, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. The Stabilo pen reacts with ink, with water, so this is just the easiest way. Not going to do a whole lot of that because I really don't like it. So, all right, we're going to take this page and we're going to put this page on top, and you see all of the little designs under there. And we're not going to glue it. We are going to sew it. So let me pause the video. I'll step over here to my sewing machine. I'll sew it, and I'll come right back, and we'll see what we got. So hang on for a second. Okay, I'm back. I was back a minute ago, and I thought everything was cool and fine and wonderful. And I looked up, and my phone wasn't working. So the only thing I did during that time is I took the paper that we had, and I cut it in half on the 11-inch side. On the 11, so each one is 5.5 inches wide. Okay, and I just cut it right down the middle. So now we have 2 pieces that are more or less the same size. And what we need to do, and of course this was the way the paper was originally, we need to determine which one of these pieces we want on top of our tags that we're going to make. So now I know Luise chose this one, but she kind of tends to like these colors. So I'm going to choose this one just because I want to see the difference in how the tags are going to be. So I'm going to take this one and put it on top of this one. Okay. Now what we're going to do before we do that is we're going to do a little bit more stamping on this side. So I'm going to put this one aside. That's the one that's going to go on top. So we're going to do a little bit more stamping. Let's find our ink pad. I don't know what I did with this silly thing a while ago. Well, I thought I'd put it back up there, but I guess I did not. How do you lose an ink pad? I mean, you know, really. I don't. Oh, I know why. Because I put it over here so I could find it in a minute. All right. Well, we're going to do this. Now, I have another stamp, and I don't know if I put that out here or not. But it's a bigger background stamp, and I'm not sure what I did with that. So, you know, it's just, there it is. Just a really nice knife. So, it's this little kaleidoscope thing. And I love this. I love this. So, since we used the script before, we're going to use some of this time. and put some of this on our paper. So I'm going to need just a little bit more down here. Now, we're just going to ink this up a little bit. Okay, I think that's plenty of ink. I don't know if Luise, I can't remember if she put more stamping on her top part either, but I'm going to put a little bit more. Not as much as on this one, but I just like this stamp, and I like the, don't know what that did. Doesn't look to me like it did much anything. So we're going to put a little bit on here, just a little bit. So we'll put that aside because we're going to be through with that. And she said we could put some vellum on here, and so I got out some vellum, but my vellum is pretty thick, and I don't think that I like that. So I'm not going to really use the vellum because I think it just cuts down on the colors and stuff. So I'm going to have this one on top, and I'm going to have this one on bottom, this direction. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get these die cuts again, and we are going to make some more designs. And I don't think it'll be quite as hard to do with this one, because it's, for one, it's a smaller sheet. Let's put a little piece up here, maybe right here. Put our arrow going that direction this time, and we'll put our little heart right there. Okay. So there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to run these through the die cut machine, and then I will be right back and we'll see how it looks. Okay, don't run off. I'm back. Oh, need to put the lid on now. Okay, and of course I did it wrong on the wrong side, but I moved these around a little bit because as I was getting ready to put it in the machine, I think that Luise put these kind of in the same place where they were the first time. So I don't know. I don't know if that is correct or not, but that's what I ended up doing. And so we're going to take these off, and we're going to have to be a little bit more careful with them, simply because we have stitches on them now, and we'll have to cut through those. So I got a little close to the edge there. I'm going to cheat just for a second and put just a little dabbings of glue right here where it kind of came up. Kind of moved just a little bit. All right, so let's take these glasses off so I can see, and get my little scissors, and we're going to cut these right here and just cut these little stitches. And then these little things will go in our collage fodder bucket. Okay, so we got that one. Let's see about this one. Okay, and then we have this big one up here. It's kind of hard to tell where the stitches are and where the lines are of the stitching, for me at least. Okay. Another little stitch down here. Got that one out. This one over here looks like it's going to be really contrary because I got a little too close to the edge. And we shall see what we shall see. So let's cut this stitch up here. All right. So, oh, we got them all out except the little flower. And that one's going to be a doozy. So, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it. And we're going to figure out how to fix that. So, there we go. We're going to put it back down. We are going to sew it again. So, that will help. Here we go, here we go. This little project is very out of my comfort zone. So I may have to try some other things. Need to try new things so they're not so foreign and difficult for me. Okay. I think, well, I still have a stitch somewhere right there. Okay, got the little flower out. We're through with all of those little things. And when I sew, I'm going to stitch right down that and I'll fix that. So, oh, we almost forgot this one up here. Let's see. Well, it might have been easier to cut those out if I'd have turned it over. I could see exactly on this white paper where the stitches were. But, you know, I always figure those things out once I get done. So, this one's going to have a bunch of stitching on it too, so. That is so much easier than it was on the other side. And so we'll get this cut out here real quick. And like I said, I ran it through my die cut machine on the wrong thing, so my little shim now has our cute little designs on it, but oh well, that'll work. Okay, now what did I do with my other half? Where did I put my other half? You know, sometimes I just amaze myself. I don't know where it is. Where did I put it? I know it's not because I have my glasses off. Alright, well, let's see here. The other little pieces. Other little pieces. Wish I was doing this live so that if y'all could see it, you could tell me, there it is. Because I don't see it. I didn't put it in here. Oh, goodness. How do you lose something like that? I don't know, because I do it all of the time. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay, I'm going to have to turn the camera off and go find my other half. I don't know where my other half went. So, I'll find it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I found it. It was on the floor, of course. So, all right, so here we go. We're going to put this now on top of this. That's really cool. I mean, that is really cool. I really like that. Wonder if it would look better the other direction. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think? This gets a little bit of the red on the other side. I'll stitch that down when I sew. If I put it over here, we get this really cool look down here and some red over here on this side. I think I like it like this. One more time. One more time. I don't know. I kind of like that too. But this one makes my heart upside down. So we don't want an upside down heart. So, well, I guess we could turn it around like this. Well, duh. All right, let's do it this way. We're going to do it like this. And what we're going to do is go back in and we're going to stitch around again, just like we did a while ago on the first time. And then we'll be ready. So, hang on. Let me go stitch. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I found it. It was on the floor, of course. So, all right, so here we go. We're going to put this now on top of this. That's really cool. I mean, that is really cool. I really like that. Wonder if it would look better the other direction. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think? This gets a little bit of the red on the other side. I'll stitch that down when I sew. If I put it over here, we get this really cool look down here and some red over here on this side. I think I like it like this. One more time. One more time. I don't know. I kind of like that too. But this one makes my heart upside down. So we don't want an upside down heart. So, well, I guess we could turn it around like this. Well, duh. All right, let's do it this way. We're going to do it like this. And what we're going to do is go back in and we're going to stitch around again, just like we did a while ago on the first time. And then we'll be ready. So, hang on. Let me go stitch. I'll be right back. Okay, here I am again. I have sewn again, and I have sewn some more. So we got all kinds of sewing stuff on the back of this. But I didn't run out of thread this time. I didn't have any trouble. So let me just cut off some of these strings. And so they won't be hanging out. And now what we're going to do with this little piece right here is we're going to cut it into fourths. We're going to cut it down the middle here and down the middle here with our little cutter. I'm hoping that that's not the one I need. I just can't keep up with anything. Now I've lost my cutter. There it is. Good gracious sakes in the morning time. I am so sorry that I am doing such a poor job, Louisa. I really, really am. Okay, so we're going to, this is 5 1/4 across, I think. Yeah. Oh, 5 1/2, so we need it to be 2 3/4 down the center. 2 3/4. That did it. Awesome. Okay, now this is, how big was this one? This one is 8 1/2. And so let's cut this little Luise trimmed hers up a little bit after she cut it so that they were all even, and I forgot to do that, so we'll make sure that that's all right. So it is 8.5, so we need it to be 4 1/4. So we'll do a 4 1/4 there, and we will come over here and we will do another 4 1/4. Worked great. All right, so we got our 4 little tags made here. Our 4 little tags, and they're all pretty dang close to the same size. So proud of myself for that. I'll take these glasses off, and we've got a few straggling corners here where those stitches didn't come off quite so smoothly, so we're going to cut those off. We'll just make sure that one's glued down, and then that one, and then that one. Okay, so we've got them all pretty good. Now then, what we're going to do is we're going to do our corners. Now, Luise cut hers, but I'm not so good with cutting. Not one of my strong points. So I'm going to use this little thing here. And I don't know that that will work, actually, because of the stitching. I think we're going to have to cut it like this. And then we'll take this one over here and cut this one. And we'll use that as our template for the others. But I'm going to cut them one at a time. Luise was so good. She was able to cut them all at the same time. But I don't know about that for me. Let's see if we can cut 2. Yeah, we'll make Luise proud. Okay. See if we can get it evened up here. We got it. And we got it. Okay. I'll take all those little things and put them in the trash. Okay. So we have our cards, our 4 tags made. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So what we need to do now is we need to punch a hole in the top of our tag. So let me get this little crocodile thingy in my bob here, and we're not going to put, let's see here. There's 1. And 2. 3, and 4. Okay. Put our little hole debris in the trash. And then we're going to put some of these little reinforcers, hole reinforce thingies. But I have sprayed these with inks and stuff, and so I think they'll look really pretty on here. But because they're a little older, I am going to glue them on. So stepping over the glue bound again, but I think that these need, I think they need just a little bit of glue to make sure that they hold. So we're going to put these on here. And I think those match the tags really nicely. So put one on here. Okay. There we go. I hope everybody got to see the eclipse this past weekend. It was phenomenal to me. It was just, I just can't even, that's a little piece that wasn't stitched down by anything. So, well, maybe it is. I don't know. But it was just awe-inspiring to me. We live in an area that was right on the path, so we had 100% eclipse. We got the total thing, and it was just amazing. Now, before I put these on the back, I am going to put these onto a piece of cardstock. And I thought that piece, it's just a piece, it's not even a full piece, but I thought that might kind of fit. And we'll leave just a little bit of extra here on the side. Actually, we're going to turn it over so that that side is on the back. I think that will work a lot better. Then we'll just make a little border here and glue it on. And I think Luise glued hers. So we're going to glue these on here. Oops. Probably should have glued this on before I even punched the hole, because now I'm going to have to punch the hole again to get it in the cardstock. Oh well. That's about par for the course tonight, isn't it? Okay, so then let me go ahead and cut one and get it ready. And I'm sorry I can't talk and cut at the same time. I know, isn't that weird? And then I've got that little border around it ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Now, Luise did not ink hers, but I am going to ink mine. I think I will use the ink that we used on the stenciling. Can't even see that. I'm so weird. Where's my other one? We'll just use brown. Turn it over. Ink around the edge of this one. We will get our little hole punching thing and punch one more time. And then we can put our little round nubbin on the back. And this one will be ready to decorate. Okay. There we go. We'll get another one. Now I have another one. Doesn't matter, so we're going to ink. We're going to glue this on. we go. And put it right by this one. Now you don't have to put a backing on this if you choose not to do so. That's perfectly okay. I am doing it because Luise did it, and I'm trying to show y'all as best I can my rendition of what she did. I'm not doing everything exactly like she does because she's fabulous and awesome. And so I'm just doing my best. So we'll put that on here. We'll ink this up. Go around the edges. I just, you know, since I've started using this ink, I just am lost if I don't put it on here. I don't know why. I just love this distress ink. Okay. Get our hole punch again. And get that nubbin out of the hole there. Get another little thingy mabob here. Put that on there. There we go. And we have two ready to decorate. Now we'll get this one, and we've got this one. Those are pretty sturdy unto themselves, just because you've got 4 sheets of paper basically on here. Of course, you've got a lot of holes, but the paper that I print my digitals on, when I print digitals, they're not mine. I buy them from other people. Oh my, I can't do that. And of course, this digital was from Luise, so I don't know. I don't even know what I was saying. I've lost my train of thought. But I print it on, I think it's about 32-pound paper, which I didn't even know they made until here 2 or 3 years ago, and somebody told me about it, and it's very nice, very, very cool feeling paper. And so I put all of my digitals on that. It's thicker than regular copy paper, but I'm going to go ahead and do this one too and punch those holes at the same time. Let's see, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have enough room. It's a little, it's not as thin as regular copy paper, but it's not as thick as cardstock, and it's just got a really nice feel to it. It feels, I don't know, expensive. It is a little more expensive than regular paper, but not that much. And it just it picks up the colors off of my printer just so well. So I bought it on Amazon, so you can get on there and find some. Like I said, it is a little more expensive than regular copy paper, but you know, if you only use it for your digitals and things, it lasts a long time, because you get a 500 sheet ream, and you know, that's a lot of paper. So let me ink around the edge of these, and then we'll punch those 2 holes, and we will get on with our decorating and be finished. And Luise will probably be so embarrassed when she sees how I didn't do very well, but maybe she'll understand. So here we go. Okay, got that one inked. Let's ink this one. one more little round and we'll be done with ink. And we'll get our holes punched and be done with that. Cover that up, put that away. Okay, get our hole punch again. We'll do this one. And we'll do this one. And we can put that little tool away. And didn't quite free up my hole, but that works. Alrighty, let's get another one of these. Put it on the back. And I will put some ribbon or something in here when I decide what I'm going to use these for. Sometimes I use sari silk, sometimes I use cotton ribbon. It really kind of depends on the book that I'm going to use them for. And so I'm not going to put any ribbon in there right now, but I am just going to make the tags. Okay, then I'll put them in my stash and have them when I get ready. So there's our four tags. Very cute. I'm so impressed. I'm so proud. Okay, now Luise decorated hers with these little people stickers. There you go. These little, I can't remember what she called them. They're from Tim Holtz, and I bought a bunch, so I'm going to use some of these, and we'll see how they work. Don't really think we need to put a guy on there, and that one's just way too big. May not have any. Oh, there's one. There's a lady. She could fit on one. And then here's another lady. And she even has a collar that looks like a butterfly. So that's going to be cool. Now that's a wedding lady. Let's see what else we have in here. Those are more kids. Okay, let's see who we have. Oh, she's pretty. We'll put her on there. And one more lady. Okay. No, we're going to get this one. Okay. So we have a lady sticker for each one of our cards. You know, that would have been a pretty one if but I'd have had to cut him off, and I don't know that I'd want to do that. So, because I like them as a couple, so I'm just going to go with what I got and go with that. And then she used butterflies. Now she has these are digitals from her store. So what we're going to do is find a pretty butterfly for each one of these beautiful ladies. And let's see. I think that one will work. Let's try this one. Okay. I have a whole bunch of them in here. They're all so pretty. Do I like this one down here? Do I have one big enough? Yeah, I think that one will work. Cut their little feelers off because they're going to be on the back. We're going to cut them in half anyway, so we're not going to need that. Let's see. That one's too big. What about that one? Okay, very cool. Those match the colors in our backgrounds as well. So that'll work. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these and cut them off, cut them in half. And we could just cut these little feelers, their little antennas off, because they aren't going to use them anymore because they're now cut in half. And then we're going to put these right back here so we make little butterfly ladies. Isn't that awesome? just little butterfly ladies. I think that is just really cool. So we're going to put this on here. Put one over here. And we're going to put that one. Get that one set. And then we can decide where to put the other one so it matches. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, then we'll put, we got her, let her dry. Let's do this one, and let's see, that one's not quite as big as the others. Let's do her on this lady, because of the way she's turned, she's a little narrower. So let's see. Yeah, that's going to fit a lot better on her than it would have on the other lady. So, so let's put her on here and get her set. I'm sorry, I bet I'm not even in focus or in camera here where you can even see what I'm doing. So, that looks nice. That looks nice. I like that. Okay. Now then, let's do this one. And cut it in here. And I think I'll put the black butterfly on the lady in the black dress. I think that might work. Well, I don't know. Maybe it might work better on her. It actually, to me, it does. All right, so we're getting, sweetie, you get this one. So we're going to put, oh, there's a little thing. Okay. So we're going to put her right here. And we'll put the other half of this one right here. A little closer, a little closer. We don't want to look like we're the Mothman out here or something. Okay, that looks perfect. That's going to be awesome. All right, and then we'll do our last one here. Cut it in half. And we'll put this one on the back of here. And I do think that one looks better than the black one did. Her dress is, of course, they're all in black and white, but her dress seems to be like sort of a gray anyway. And so, okay, sweetie, there you go. All right, so now we're just going to put them right here on our, we're going to have to trim them because they're all too big, but I'm going to put her like right there, and then we'll trim off her dress on the bottom. I think that would be fine. And we can see this little section over here. Isn't that pretty? Matches the butterfly on her. How awesome. That was a cool mistake, or not really a mistake, but it wasn't planned. So, however you want to call it. So we'll put her on right here. And glue her down. There we go. Then we'll turn it over on the back and just cut this off even. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, sweetie, let's put you right here. Oh, I love that. That is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay. So we'll put, oops. Put that back over there. And we'll glue her little butterfly wings down. I'm going to have to get some more of these little people. I love these people. This was the first time I'd ever bought any of the people. I can't remember now what they're called. Paper dolls, maybe? I'm not real sure. But anyway, they're from Tim Holtz. So there we go. There's two. Okay, now I've got these two here, and I think I'm going to put her on the darker one because her dress is a little lighter. This lady's dress is a little darker, and I think she fits on this a little better. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put her over here. She's a little smaller, so we won't have to cut off much of her dress. Okay. Basically just her feet. She looks so pretty. Okay. And then last but not least, madam, we'll get her on here. Okay. The last thing that we're going to do to these, like I said, I'm not going to put string or anything in here at this point because I'm not sure what I'm going to use these in, and that may make a difference in what I choose to put in the top. So I'm going to leave the hole empty for the moment. And this is all trash, so I'm going to throw this away and see if we can find, I don't know that I have any real cool quotes or anything. Just don't know. Might can find some. Okay, that one says, "Open your wings and fly." That's kind of cool. And then "Once upon a time." Now, come on, we can find two more. This one's a little different. Here's another "Once upon a time," but I don't want to use the same one. Oh, goodness. This is always the hardest part for me. Always look up. That's good. That's a good one. And we need one more. I have lots and lots of little "Once upon a times" in here. I must have liked that one. Okay, I don't like that. Okay. I'm having a hard time. That one's a little different, but it would work if I can't find something else. Because I know I hate for y'all to sit here while I'm digging through little cut out words. I'm very frustrated. Okay. I find lots of little things in here, but they're not just really very appropriate for what I'm looking for at this moment. Always look up. We already have that one. Here's one that just says "glorious." That might work just fine. Here's one "You Are My Sunshine." That might work a little better. It's a little different. It's more like the others. Okay, so, of course, I'm going to have to ink these and go around just a tad. So we'll do that. But after you watch this video, you need to go to Luise Heinzl, Junk Journal Art, and watch a pro do this. I promise you, it will be worth your time. So, hop on over there and watch her and you'll see some of the things that I did were right, and some of the things I did were not right, but that's okay. We're going to get through and be creative anyway. So get these little things stuck on here. And she used the Tim Holtz words that come in a little booklet, but I don't have that, so I have to make my own. And so that's where these came from. I just make my own. I like that one, Open Your Wings and Fly. I think that's pretty cool. Alrighty, there you go, Miss Madam. Okay, and there are our 4 tags. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you give it a try. Go for it and try it. It is difficult for me. It may not be difficult for you, but it's so much fun, and you get such a beautiful product in the end. So go on over, check out Luise, get your scraps and your stuff. She gave you the back papers. They're freebies. Print them off and go to town. So I hope you enjoyed everything. Wish me luck on the contest. It's not a whose are the best, thank goodness. But I think it would be cool. So anyway, I apologize again for the extra video this week or this month or this day or whatever it is, but I enjoyed making this. So I will see you next time, and in the meantime, be creative. Bye.